Let's talk about the Jackson Kelly and why you may want to pick this up over a similarly shaped guitar from another brand. So lots of brands have thrown their hat in the ring to try to capture that Gibson Explorer vibe, but put their own twist on it. Brands like Ibanez, Schecter, Jackson, Chapman, Harley Benton, ESP, all of these brands, and there's a lot of smaller brands that obviously have them too, but all of these brands have their own take on the Explorer shape. So where the Kelly stands out, and I think maybe the Chapman Ghost Fret too, I haven't played one of those, but looking at them side by side, I think it compares closer to the Kelly. Where the Kelly stands for me, it's more comfortable for one reason, and that is the body size. The shape too, I think the shape kind of is more ergonomic in a way. It kind of fits more to your body if you're sitting down playing. But the size is the biggest difference to me versus all of the other brands. But something that I've noticed, and it's a pretty well-known fact with Jackson, especially in their Dinky series, the Dinkies have the smaller bodies. Well, apparently the Kellys do too. This is my first ever experience with a Kelly, so if you're gonna mock me, don't mock me too hard because again, I've never even picked one of these up or played one. So if that's pretty common knowledge, I didn't know. Sorry guys. But I have owned an Epiphone Explorer and an Ibanez Destroyer, as well as played lots of other X style, I guess that's what this body style is called, X style guitars from various different brands. And that's the one thing that I really couldn't get past. I love the shape. I've always loved the Explorer shape, but the body size just absolutely did me in and I just didn't want it. But since I've gotten this Kelly, I've kind of fallen in love with this, and it just makes me want to go out and play more of these for no other reason than just to say I love this body shape. It's really, really comfortable. It fits on the knee perfectly. It kind of doesn't go too far out here, so if you're standing up and playing, it doesn't feel kind of awkward without you having to have the strap really, really low. Obviously the cutaway here, I mean, you can get all the way up to the 24th fret with ease. And yeah, I mean, body-wise, it's solid. I mean, it is a great feeling guitar to either stand up or sit down and play with. I think the only downside is if you play classical style, the output jack is like right here, so it'll sit kind of right on your thigh if you decide you want to sit and play like this. So I guess that's the only downside, but who's playing a Kelly classical style? This video is sponsored by me and my Teespring store. Some of you may know that I did a soft rebranding of the channel recently, which just means that I updated my logo. But with an updated logo comes updated merch. So I went and updated my merch. It's still all the same great products that you can expect from Teespring's shirts, hats, stickers, bags, all kind of good stuff, all just with my new logo on it. The products all come in a myriad of different colors. There's a link in the description. Every single purchase that I get through my Teespring store goes right back into the channel to help bring you guys great content. So what are you waiting for? If you want to support the channel in any other way besides just subscribing and liking the video, all that good YouTube stuff, make sure you check out the link in the description to my Teespring store. I really, really appreciate it. Now, back to the video. So this particular one right here is my very first Kelly that I've ever played or owned. It's an older Indian one, and despite what people say online, the Indian-made guitars are very good for what you can find them for on the used market. So anyway, really quickly, let's just talk about this one. Jackson headstock, Jackson tuners on the back, doesn't really matter. It's got a locking nut here. It's missing the truss rod cover, but it's got a locking nut because it's got a Floyd Rose on it, which just makes this thing that much cooler. Maple neck, it's got that very, very familiar Jackson kind of shred neck. I think it's a compound radius, 12 inches all the way down to 16 inches, so it gets super duper flat down here for your wheedly wheedlies. 24 frets. These are in pretty good shape. I think they're medium jumbo. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they are. Shark tooth inlays, as it should be, because it's more metal than that. Again, like I said before down here, this cutaway where the lower horn is, super duper comfortable. You can get all the way up to that 24th fret with ease. Moving on down to the body, I'm not quite sure what the body wood is. Doesn't matter, it doesn't affect the tone. It's super lightweight, almost feels like there would be a little bit of neck dive, but just holding it, I don't really feel any kind of neck dive. I'm not put a strap on it, so I'm not really sure how the neck dive really would be, but I don't think I'd be too worried about it. It's got these really ridiculous amp knobs where the volume and tone should be, and I strongly dislike it. They are very, very incredibly hard to play with, and they will be changed immediately. Three-way switch here. I much prefer the chrome, so I'm probably going to switch these knobs out to chrome, but I really like the chrome Floyd on this, along with the chrome locking nut. My RR over there has all black, which looks cool on its own, but just there's something about chrome that I've always kind of liked on a black, like Jackson kind of shred guitar. So this is a Jackson licensed Floyd Rose. I believe it's a special. It could be a 1000. I'm not sure what they were putting on the Indian ones, but it was super duper easy to set up. It looks like it's been intonated to some degree. I don't have any intonation issues, but I was able to tune it up, make a couple of adjustments, and it set up with ease. I got it level off. It looks like it's maybe a little bit off level now since I've kind of played it. I've only had it for a few days. So maybe some other adjustments need to be made, but I will say this arm here is the best arm that I own over all the guitars that I have of Floyd Rose's, which is my RR and my Dinky, because this one actually stays in place. It doesn't loosen up down here and flop around at the bottom where, you know, I think a lot of people with Floyd Roses and have these little screw-in arms have that issue and know what I'm talking about. This one doesn't have that, so solid win for this guitar. It's also got an aftermarket pickup in the bridge. It looks like some kind of DiMarzio. It's probably not, but it sounds really good. And it's still got the stock Jackson neck pickup in it, so that's what these would have come with, these like EMG-esque looking Jackson pickups. They're not active, they are passive pickups, but that's what would have come in this thing stock. It's a bolt-on neck, got this nice little comfy bevel here, again contributing to the ease of access up here. Strap button, output jack, and it's got a bit of a gnarly kind of thing going on here, which is what is akin to these pointy shapes. These tips usually get knocked off. That wasn't done in shipping. This was done by the previous owner, clearly, and they fixed it. Looks a little ugly, but it just adds to its charm. I also got this tacky little like psychic kind of rainbowy holographic sticker on there, if you can see that. So why would you pick one of these over the other brands? Well, if you like a smaller body shape, definitely go with the Kelly. Again, you could probably pick up the Chapman Ghost Fret. I've never played one of those either, but definitely pick up a Kelly, try it. If you're having problems with the other Explorer types from the other brands, it could just be that body size is throwing you off like it was with me. Took me forever to figure that out till I got one of these in my hands, and this by far is my favorite Explorer shape that I've played to date. So as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down there, tell me what you thought about it. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure you go to the link in the description to my Teespring store if you want to support the channel in any other way besides just subscribing. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Keep shredding.